Can someone please confirm if my voice is clear and screen is visible? I need to do this checking every day to ensure that we are good to go. Okay then. Right. So yesterday we were discussing about the typecasting, the narrowing typecasting. I hope it was clear, and so let me do a small recap. The mechanism of converting the higher data type to the lower data type is called as narrowing typecasting. So this is the order, right? So converting from double to float, long, integer, short, byte, and character, right? So the path will be from the higher data type to the lower data type. It's called as narrowing typecasting. So it is also called as explicit typecasting because the conversion is forceful. Forceful conversion, that is why it is called as what? Explicit typecasting, right? And so this is not safer. Why it is not safer? Because there is a data loss. The actual value is getting manipulated, right? The actual value is getting manipulated according to the data type that we are choosing. So data loss is there. So it is usually it is not recommended, but there are some cases in the future where we will choose for narrowing typecasting, right? After completing Book's concept, when we start solving, when we start preparing programs, right, we will implement this concept in a better way for the better understanding, right? And these are the examples that we have discussed. So this is one of the typical example, right? And today the new topic, it is going to be the conditional statements in Java. What is it? Conditional statements in Java. So again, when you talk about the conditional statement, a condition will be tested, right? There will be a condition, that condition will be evaluated or that condition will be tested, right? So after testing that condition, you may get true or you may get false. Depending upon that, the statement will be executed, right? If I put that in theory, the Java if statement is used to test a condition, right? Test a condition. The condition should always be a boolean condition. The condition should always be a boolean condition. So if I say boolean condition, all I mean is the resultant value should be either true or false. True or right? And these conditional statements are further categorized. Again, it is further categorized into 4 types. 4 types. First one is if statement. Second one is if else statement. Third one is if else if later statement. Fourth one is nested if. So this is what the theory is, right? It's when I is asking you what is a conditional statement, so this is what the theory. But we need some justification on this theory, right? So we will understand this with the real-time examples, right? But first let us take about the if statement. Java if statement. Right? So the syntax for this is very simple sentence. If so, if the condition, it will check for the condition. If the condition is, if this condition is returning true, if this condition is returning true, then the code that is inside this block will get executed. So when I say if statement is going to check a condition, right? The resultant value of the condition has to be either true or false, right? If it is true, this block, this block will get executed. If it is false, this block will be skipped, right? So let us understand this in the real-time analogy. Real-time analogy, I think I can give you this example. So after completing my engineering, usually, after completing my +2 means in Andhra Pradesh we call it as intermediate, but in Tamil Nadu we call it as +2, right? So I was looking up for the colleges. So the results were not yet published. I have just completed taking the +2 examinations. Right, the results were not yet published. I had to wait for the results. But before that, I started looking for the colleges, very prominent colleges. Right. So I have approached one of the prominent colleges. Someone is coming in. So I have approached one of the prominent colleges in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai, especially in Chennai. So this is the college. And I went with my father and I entered into the principal room. Right. I said I need to take an admission in your college. Right. So principal is there, and I was talking to this principal, and principal was asking me, it is so soon that you have come up for the admission. But I said, no, I just want to ensure that I am taking the right college, and I also want to ensure that my admissions are getting confirmed, like that I said, right? But the principal said you can take the admission, but on condition. He said you can take the admission in our college, but there is one condition that needs to be checked. Right, since I have just given my +2 exams, I need to wait for 2 months for the results to be published, right? Right. So the principal said you need to deposit an amount of 50,000, right? And also I need to fill a provisional admission form to the college. So this admission form will be having some details. I need to acknowledge this form. This form is going to have an acknowledgement for the following lines. The lines are going to be, this 50k is non-refundable on condition, right? The second condition is, I was looking for the electronic and communication engineering. I was looking to, because in those days the demand was very high for electronic and communication. The first priority was given for CSC, then followed by the electronic and communication. I was interested to take this particular seat, electronic and communication, right? And he said, okay, you will be given an admission on electronic and communication seat. You pay 50k, and he also said that I need to secure 85% in my +2 examinations. Right? After 2 months, results are published. Right? My score was not up to the mark. Right? So I did not meet this condition. So my admission has been cancelled. Right? Why I am saying all this is, everywhere there will be a condition. If the conditions, some conditions are met, some things will be fulfilled. If not, they will not be fulfilled. Same analogy I can replicate with a Java program. Same analogy we can replicate this with the Java program. Right? We will check for a condition. If the condition is satisfying enough, right, the statements that are inside the condition will be executed, or else it will be skipped. Right? Making sense? So this is one of the typical example. If you want me to Give another example. I think you might have heard this roller coaster example. So I don't think I have this. Let me open this. Um, Let me check here. Do you know this roller coaster, tongue twister? You know this, right? Amusement park, right? When you want to, take a ride on the roller coaster, you should meet some conditions. The conditions are like you should be above 10 years of age, and they check height as well as they check your weight. You should not have any obesity. Some conditions will be nowadays they are checking the conditions, right? If you are fulfilling those conditions, you are allowed to take this ride, or else you are not allowed. Again, there is a condition. Everywhere, if you go in the real time, you will find some conditions, right? If we if you want to if you are fulfilling those conditions, you will get whatever that needs to be fulfilled. If not, you won't get those benefits. Very simple as that. As simple as that, right? If I apply the same analogy in Java, we do not want to. Okay. In Java, they say so there is a block called if block. So if block. This is a syntax. If this condition is true, I'm directly writing it as true, right? If the condition is true, if the if condition is true, all the instructions inside if block will get executed. For example, system dot out dot println the if block is executed. If the condition is false, the instructions that is inside this block will not get executed. As simple as that. Very straightforward. Right? There will be some situations where you have to check the conditions, and based on the condition, whether if it is returning true or false, right, you will execute the program. The logic will be executed. Right? If I run this, just I'm giving it as true, right? System dot out dot println. So this is the statement before. Just we are trying to understand the control flow. Very simple. This is statement before if block. This is the statement after if block. So I have used a if statement here, right? If statement. This is the syntax of the if statement. So if statement is going to accept a condition, right? The condition needs to be evaluated to be a true or false. Whatever it is, it should be either true or false. If it is true, the code inside the block will get executed. If it is false, this code will be skipped. So based on my query, let me close this. So based on this syntax, based on this logic which I have just demonstrated, can you guess the output for this? Can you guess the output? Anyone? Can you tell me what could be the output? Anyone? Hope you understand my question. Hello. Samyukta, Chaitanya, Darshini, Ganesh, Shashwan, Haji, Jyoti. Okay, I will execute this firstly. I'm saving this program. Java space tested dot Java space. We are getting three lines of output in the console. This is the statement before if block. This if block is the if block is executed, and this is the statement after if block. Let me write that in. So this is the output. Very simple, guys. No need to think much. Let me use the paint box. Okay, this is our program, right? So the main thread JVM is going to create a main thread, right? The main thread will get access to the main method, and all the instructions inside the main method needs to be executed. All instructions inside the main method needs to be executed. Yes or no? But what is the first instruction in the main method? Direct instruction, system.out.println. This is the statement before if block. Right? This line will be printed. This line will be displayed in the console. A very direct statement. Do you think is there any explanation that is needed for this? This will be printed in the console. Right? And the control will be transferred to the next line. Next line is a if condition. Right? So when the control comes here and it says an if condition, right? The condition will be checked first. We have a direct the condition is what? The condition is true itself, right? When the condition is true itself, this control will be sent to the if block. Condition is found to be true. So this control will be transferred to the if block. Right? What is the statement inside the if block? The statement itself says the if block is executed, right? So the same statement we need to, it has to be printed in the console. Right? So after this, what is the last statement that we have? This is the statement after the if block. Right? This needs to get executed. That's why we got three outputs. This is a statement before if block. This is the block. The if block is executed. This is a statement after if block. Any doubts here? Yes, Chaitanya, you are correct. Yeah. So we will do some manipulations on this. Chaitanya was right. Now I am saying false. Instead of true, I am keeping it as false. Right? If it is false, this the control will not what we call it as the control will not be transferred to this block. This block is going to be skipped. Now what is the output? Anyone with eyes can guess the output. What kind of output we can anticipate? There are only two outputs. Just try to type those outputs. Okay. Okay, I will keep it very simple. Instead of doing all this, let me say 1, 2, 3. Now tell me what is output. What will be the what are the values that will be displayed in the console? 1, 3, exactly. Yeah. I don't think we need any explanation on this. One three, exactly 1, 3. So these are the direct, we are applying direct constants in the if condition, right? Instead of doing this, we can also do this. Boolean A equal to true, Boolean B equal to false. So now I want answers from you. And using a okay, what is output now? Make it quick. What is output now? Jyoti, Raji, Sashwant, Ganesh, 2, 3 printed. What about others? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct, Chaitanya. You are good. You are right. Sashwant. Okay, let me explain this. Very simple, guys. Pay some attention. For P, copy, I'm pasting it here. Okay. So, from the beginning, as a beginner, main thread will be created. Main thread will try to main thread will get access to the main method. Every time you think like this, and all the instructions inside the main method has to get executed, right? Typically, the first instruction talks about the memory allocation, yes or no, because boolean, the true is getting assigned to the variable a, which is of boolean type. So in the memory, one block will be created, right? And inside this block, the value true will be assigned to the variable a, right? Secondly, and again, the value false is assigned to a variable b, which is of boolean type, right? So create another memory block. This time it is false. It is b. So the control will be transferred to the next line, right? So direct, right? The output is going to be system.out.println. So one will be displayed in the console. Let us think that this is the console. The value one will be displayed, right? And again the control will be transferred to the next line. So here the actual conditional checking is happening, right? If in the bracket we are defining a, what is the value that is placed inside the a? True, right? Right? So when the during the conditional state, if it is true, then the control will be traveled to the sent to the if block, right? This conditional check is giving us true, right? So if that is the case, control will be traveled inside the if block, right? Again, inside the if block, there is a direct statement that is trying to print the value 2. So 2 will be displayed in the console, right? So again, the control will be transferred to the next line. The next line is just nothing but the termination of if block. So next line, right? Again, here there is a conditional check. Again, if condition is here, what is the value? A is a variable which is storing the value true, right? Conditional check. If it is true, the control will be sent to the if block. All the instructions in the block needs to be executed. Only one instruction is there, and we have the direct println statement which is trying to display, which is trying to print 3 in the console, right? So in the console is 3, right? Okay. So this is the termination. If now this is the exit statement of the if, exit block of the if, and the last line says print 4 in the console. 4 will be printed in the console. Obviously, answer is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chaitanya was right. Shashwant was right. Darshini got it. From this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this clear? Samyukta, Jyoti, Raji, Ganesh, those are not responding. Yes. Now you tell me. D. What is the answer? Think and tell me. Think and tell me. Okay. 1, 4. Yes, yes. 1, 4. Darshini got it? Yeah, yeah. 1, 4. X. Exactly. Now let me make a small change. Don't get confused, right? We have seen these things in our previous classes. I think you are capable to answer this, right? So this is a, I'm using a logical operator here, right? Do the evaluation from your side and try to display the answer. Don't get confused. Ganesh says 1, 3, 4. Ganesh says 1, 3, 4. Let me see if anyone is getting correct. Samyukta 1, 4. Chaitanya 1, 4. Okay, Samyukta said 1, 4. Okay, Chaitanya 1, 4. Darshini waiting for Darshini's answer. 1, 4. Anyone? First one says 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me run this. One four is the right answer. Why 1, 4 is the right answer? Very simple. So this we know, right? This is the direct println statement. So 1 will be displayed in the console. No doubts, right? So B. So B is representing false. Yes or no? False. So there is no scope for this block to get executed. This block will be skipped, right? And again, so we are in the if block, we are evaluating something with the logical and operator, right? True, logical and false, right, is always going to be what? False itself, right? If it is false, there is no scope for this to get executed. So this will be skipped again, right? And the last statement is what? The println statement, and it is displaying 4 in the console, right? So 1, 4 should be the answer. Any doubts? Got it? First one. Yes, Rajalakshmi, you are also correct. Darshini, got it right? Yeah. Okay. Now you tell me if believe it or not, so this was one of the interview questions in the written examinations. What is the possible output? Can anyone answer this? Okay, Ashwant error. Exactly. What about others? This will be executed. Chaitanya says this will be executed. Darshini, exactly. Darshini, error. Samyukta says error. Okay. Darshini, Jyoti, Raji, Ganesh. Respond. Let us keep this session interactive. These things are very important. Darshini says that. Let us run this. Let the compiler decide whether it is going to work out or not. So Java C space let's start Java. Right. Incompatible types. I'll tell you why this, what this error actually means. It's a compilation error. You guys are correct. So why we are getting this error, we'll understand that. Right? It says in cannot be converted to boolean. What does it really mean is, right? So we are performing an evaluation, right? So the results are going to be what? After evaluation, the results are going to be, the direct result is going to be a number itself, right? 100 plus 200 is going to be 300. Instead of doing this, a plus b will be replaced with 300, right? This 300 is an integer, guys. This is an integer. But when you use if condition, after evaluation, it should either return true or false. It can accept true or it can accept false after the evaluation. Apart from these two, right, it is not going to accept any other data types. Only Boolean data type will be accepted by the if block, accepted by the if condition. Apart from this Boolean data type, no other data types are permitted inside the inside the block. I mean, data types are permitted, but after evaluation, the resultant value should be true or false. Making sense? For example, I can do this. A plus b equal to 200. Now tell me what will be the answer. Do we get compilation error or do we get any kind of output? If we are getting any kind of output, what is that exact output that we are going to get? Can you answer me? Everyone, Samyukta, Ganesh, Jyoti, Raji, Shashwan. Okay, let me. What I was asking, whether this is valid or invalid. If it is valid, right? What is the output? If it is invalid, why it is invalid? I think no output, Ganesh says. What about others? Invalid because of number. What about no? Chaitanya says no output. Rajalakshmi says invalid. Shashwan says no output. I'm waiting for Jyoti says invalid. He's still typing. Samyukta, no answer from Samyukta. Should be Boolean. Yes, it should be Boolean. Yes, the statement is correct. It should be Boolean. Samyukta, any answers from you? Okay. Let me run this. Compilation is successful. Who has said no output? Samyukta says invalid. Who has said no output? Shashwan said no output. Chaitanya said no output. Ganesh, you guys are right. No output. I will tell you why it is valid. Why it is valid? It is valid, not invalid. But we will check what kind of how this could be analyzed. We will trace this. Please pay some attention here. So this is the program, right? So this could be boring, but think like this every time. You won't get any confusion. Main thread will get access to the main method, right? All the instructions inside the main method will get executed, right? So integer value 100 is getting assigned to the variable a of integer type, right? So in the memory gets allocated and the value 100 will be stored, and another memory will get allocated, and value 200 will be stored, right? So this is A type, this is B. So these are the values A, B. Like 200 is assigned to B, 100 is assigned to it, right? So these two lines are completed. Now you think, third line. Third line is the if statement, right? Inside the if statement, so there is an evaluation is happening. Evaluation is happening at the same time. Comparison is also happening, right? So what is evaluation? A plus B is an evaluation, right? So after evaluation, what is the output of A plus B? A plus B is going to be what? 300. So this 300 is getting compared with 200. Double equal to operator. I am using double equal to operator. It is a comparison operator. After comparison, if it is true, both the values are found to be equal, it will return true. If it is not equal, it is going to return false. Right? So when this statement is getting evaluated, it is going to return what? False. Both are not equal. Finally, after evaluation, the output is false itself, right? When it is false, this if block will not get executed, right? This if block will be skipped for the false statement. Yes or no? When it is false, there is no scope for this if block to get executed. This if block will be skipped, obviously. So is there anything to display in the console? Nothing is there to be displayed in the console. That's why it is empty. Making sense? Yes, no, maybe. It is valid. It is valid, but output will not be displayed in the console. As simple as that. So, okay, sir, I want to display the output in the console. Right? So, we will make it possible. I am saying 300 now. Now tell me, it is valid. Yes or no? Do we get output or not now? Answer no. What is the output? We get output. The output is going to be, this will be executed. As simple as that. No, no, no. Output will not be 300. Okay. Output will not be 300, Darshini. The values will get evaluated. See. Yeah, this will be executed. Darshini will explain. This value will get evaluated. See, after evaluation, A plus B is going to be what? 300. Instead of writing like this, 100 plus 200, right? Equal to 300. After doing this, 100 plus 200 is going to be 300 itself, right? 300 is, whether the 300 is equal to 300, yes or no? Yes, it is true. That's why after evaluation, this is going to return what? True, right? So when this value is evaluated and the resultant value is found to be true, the control will get into the if block. Inside the if block, only one statement is that this will be executed. Don't ever think about these values. Here are the statements that we are defining in the if block, right, has to get evaluated in such a way that the resultant value can be true or false. Right? After evaluation, if the resultant value is apart from this true or false, we get compilation error. If not, if it is true, this will be executed. If it is false, this will be skipped. As simple as that. This 300 has nothing to be printed in the console. We are not like using this value to be printed in the console. Making sense? Question? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Jyoti. Yeah. So I'm stressing on this topic a lot. I will stress on this topic a lot because majority of the applications will work on if-else conditions. This block is, this if block is very, very important to prepare Java programs. Okay. Now another example. This is the last problem on this. Try to answer this. You have pen and paper next to you. It is very easy to answer. Got my question? Very simple if block. Okay, 1 minute. Let me use this will be executed. Executed and the answer this to me. Got my question? What is the possible output? Who is going to answer this first? Very simple. Just evaluate this condition which is placed in the if block. Just perform the evaluation. I have used a simple logical OR operator. So right side the value is false. So the left side definitely it is going to return true or false. You do that evaluation and confirm the final output. The final output is true, we get this. If not, we don't get this. And what is the anticipated or possible output? This will be executed. Inner block, outer block. Inner block, outer block. Okay. Inner block, outer block. Darshini, Raji, Jyoti, Ashwant, inner block, outer block. Jyoti, Raji, respond. Ashwant, don't know, sir. Inner block, outer block. Okay. I'm saving this. Inner block, outer block. Very simple. Let me explain this. Okay, I'm exporting this for Shashwant. Okay. As usual, main thread will get access to the main method. 2 blocks of memory will be created, and we have 100. We have 200. 100 is assigned to A, 200 is assigned to B. So this is completed. First 2 lines are completed. So now the third line here. First, this statement. I mean, this condition needs to be evaluated. Right? A plus B, A is 100, B is 200. Right? 200 and again 100, 300. So 300, sorry, 200, 200, 300 and again 400 is not equal to 300. 400 is not equal to 300. Yes, it is correct. It is true. This statement, I mean, this particular condition is going to return true. Right? I can replace this with true. Yes or no? I can replace this with true. Right? Now we have two with logical OR and false. True with logical OR and false. True or false, is going to return true. True or false is going to return what? True, right? So at last, after evaluation, we got true. If it is true, the control will be transferred to what? The if block, right? Inner block will be displayed in the console, right? The next thing is the remaining block is what? Obviously, the control will be coming out from the block. The last statement is outer block. Very simple. Outer block. Making sense? Everyone? Just one. Just one. Okay. So now we will write what we call it as a meaningful program. I want to check if the given number is a even number or not. For example, if I am having a number like 20, right? We know that 20 is an even number, but I want to prove this by using the Java program. If I say 21, 21 is not an even number. If I say 20, 20 is an even number, right? So let me remove this. So here I am saying system dot out dot println even number. Now I want you to tell me. I need to make a statement here, make a conditional statement here, right? If it is 20, the conditional statement should be in such a way that it should return true. If it is 21, the conditional statement should be in such a way that it should return false. Is there anyone who can help me with the conditional statement that I can use here? Right? If it is an odd number, it should return false. If I am using an even number, it should return true. Whenever it is returning true, this block will be executed even number. Whenever it is returning false, this block will be true. Is there anyone who can help me with the condition that I can use this block? Yes, no, or anyone? Samyukta is very clever, huh? Yeah. Yes, right, Samyukta. Thank you for helping me out. Yeah. Samyukta says, can use a percentage to double equal to 0. I will tell you what. So I am using 20 here, right? I should get 20 is an even number. Even number. Answer is correct. So if I use 21, 21 is an odd number, but there is no scope for me to display it is an odd number because the block will be evaluated only for the true condition. Right? So output should be black in our case. Blank. So if I use even number if I assign even number to the variable a, for example, if I assign 200, the variable a, 200 is an even number. I should be able to see the even number in the console. Even number. Very simple. Let us trace this. You want me to explain this? You know this, everyone? Shall we do tracing? Yes, no? Darshini, Chaitanya, Shashwan, Ganesh. Yeah. Okay, let us do tracing part, okay? Very simple. This is our program, only few lines of code, right? And we do have a memory, and this memory is reserved for the variable a. The value is 200. This is it. Equal to 200. Okay, the second line, so if condition is accepting a conditional statement, a percentage to a modular 2, right? So we have already discussed about the modulus operator, if you remember or not. First, let us evaluate this. Let us evaluate this part. A modulus 2, right? So we have equal to. So in the right side of this double equal to operator, we have 0, but in the left side, we need to perform the evaluation. This will give us some output. So we need to do what? We need to find what is A percentage 2, A modulus 2. Yes or no? A modulus 2. We need to find this. Question mark. Right? What is the value of A? Right? So value of A will be fetched from the memory. So it is 200. Yes or no? Right? So it is also like A modulus of 2 is also like 200 modulus of 2. Right? If you are doing modularity operation, or if you are doing the percentage, if you are doing the modulus operation, it is always going to return the remainder. For example, so there is a lot of difference between 200 divided by 2 is going to give us a different answer in Java, whereas 200 modular of 2 is going to give us a different answer. Okay, let us do this. 200 to 1 times, to 1 times, 1 minute, 0, 0, 0. So 200 times 200, right? For this 2% of 2, right, it will always consider the remainder. It means when you say 200 per modular of 2, it is always going to consider the remainder. But when you use division, it is always going to consider the quotient. Right? For 200 by 2, the answer is going to be 100. For 200 modulus of 2, for 200 modulus of 2, the answer is going to be 0. In our case, we are using A modulus of 2, which is also called as 200 modulus of 2. 200 modulus of 2 is giving us what? 0. Right? This part is getting evaluated to 0. If 0 double equal to 0, the condition is going to be true itself. I can also say that the condition is true, this even number will be displayed at the console, right? For any number, if you are getting the remainder as 0, it is going to be even number itself. If you are not getting the remainder as 0, it is going to be the odd number. Yes or no? For example, if you do the same thing with 201 modulus of 2, the remainder is going to be a non-zero. The remainder is going to be what? The remainder is going to be 1. If the remainder is non-zero, it is an odd number. If the remainder is 0, it is going to be the even number. This is the algorithm. This is the pattern. This is the pattern that is developed. Now, when you divide any number by 2, or when you perform modulus operation by 2 with any number, if the resultant value is 0, it is an even number. If not, it is an odd number. Making sense? Yes, no, everyone? Darshini, Raji, Jyoti, Ganesh, Jaswant. Jyoti, I want response from you. There are 2 Jyotis. Okay. Please keep this session interactive. And if you get disconnected, try to rejoin once again, okay? Right? Don't assume that the classes are over. Try to rejoin, okay? So this is clear. Now you tell me. So this is the last question in the if condition. I hope you will answer this. Everyone, start answering this. Answer this. Take pen and paper and try to execute the things. Try to execute the things like the way that I am doing. Take the pen and paper next to you. Try to evaluate this. The output is this will be executed. Okay. Right, Rajlakshmi, right? Yes. This will be executed. Yes. Good, good, good. Good that I am seeing the answers from everyone. Okay, good, good. Let us cross check this. This will be executed. Exactly. This is going to get executed. So I hope the logic behind the if condition is clear now. So let us understand. Let us go to the second topic, which is if else. So we have been discussing about the if statement, and we need to think about what if else statement. Right? Here the problem can be like try to answer this. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Okay, can you answer this? Can you answer this? Com- Error, compilation error, or no compilation error, or something will be displayed in the console. Compilation error. What about others? Any? The follow-up question is why compilation error? Any answers for that? People are correct, compilation error, but why compilation error? Any answers for that? Yes, Raji, compilation error, Darshini. Everyone who said compilation error, including Shashwan, right? Any justification? Okay, Ganesh. Good, Ganesh. Initialization is missing. Good, good. I'm expecting this answer. Initialization is missing. Because this is the variable is being declared in the method. Method means a local variable. Local variable has to follow what? The DIA approach. Declaration, initialization, then accessing. Right? So boolean A is declared, but the initialization has not happened. Declaration is done, D is done, but initialization is not done. That's why we get what? The compilation error. Variable A might not have been initialized. Okay, now you tell me integer A equal to 20, integer B equal to 30, A equal to 20. Now So there is a reason behind this. Okay, think and tell me. Do we get again the compilation error, or we are going to get something in the console? Same output. So I mean compilation error. Yes. What about others? Darshani error. So okay. Variable A is already defined in the method. 1 minute. Duplication is there. Yes, compilation. Good. You are getting this. Now this next topic is if else block. A small introduction I will give on top of this if else block. Right. Same example, the college example. Right. So previously the principal said if you meet the conditions, your admission will be accepted or your admission will be confirmed. Right. But I did not meet the condition. The condition is what? Securing 85 percentage. Securing 85 percentage is the condition. Okay. But I got 83 percentage. Condition is not met. Okay. But he is saying that if you're not meeting this condition, if you're not meeting my condition, you will get another option. He's giving me another option, a default option. My requirement is what? My requirement is to ensure that I am getting admission for EC department. This is my requirement. For this, the principal has set up a condition. So I did not meet this condition, right? Then the principal again said, if you are not meeting this condition, that is okay, but I will offer you a default course. So triple E. So this was the course offered to me, triple E. Right? If the condition is met, okay. EC will be offered. If not, I will offer triple E. This kind of situations will be there. Right? So if there is any such situations in the Java application, right? If I just try to replicate the same example or to prepare a Java program, I can use else block, as simple as that. Right? So for else block, the syntax is going to be second one. Else statement. In Java, if else statement also going to test the condition. Test the condition. If the condition is found to be true, the if block will get executed. If not, the else block will get executed. Same thing. Syntax is going to be like if condition, if block is going to accept a condition, else block is not going to accept any kind of conditions. Right? Code to be executed. And here we have a piece of code to be very simple example. Let us start the simple example. So if true dot out dot println, I'm just displaying the number, else So let me repeat this. If the condition satisfied, if the if condition satisfied, then the statements inside the block will get executed, right? If the statements inside the if block is getting executed, the else block will be skipped, right? Understand? If the if block is getting executed, the else block will be skipped. If the block is not getting executed, then else block come into picture. Definitely else block will be executed. It is like my career example. So I was told to get secure 85%, but I did not secure 85%. If I had secured 85%, I would have got a placement in the admission in the EC department. I did not secure. For that, he offered what? He offered triple E. Right? Both cannot get executed at the same time. Right? Same example. Now you think and tell me what is the output. Just numbers. Numbers will be displayed in the console. What are those numbers? Everyone, I want answers from everyone. Chaitanya, Samyukta, Ganesh, Jyoti, and Jyoti, yes, Ashwan, Darshini, Raji. 1 to 4. Samyukta says 2, 4, 2, 4. 5 to 4, what happened to 1? Jyoti says 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. 1 to 4. Let us see. Saved. Compilation successful. 1 to 4 is the answer, guys. Why you are skipping this? This is outside the block now. This is part of main method, right? This is outside the block. The first instruction is system.out.println 1. It has to get executed. It has no conditions, right? Then the control will come to the if block. So since it is true, this will also get executed. The else part will be skipped. And the last statement is 4. 1 to 4. Got it? Everyone? Got it? Okay, so let us do some small manipulations. Now you tell me using false. Now you tell me what is the output? One three four. Yes, 134, 134, 134, 134. Very simple, no? So just try to understand the control flow. Then you will then we will start building logics on top of if else block. Okay. 134. Let us check this. 134. Okay, guys, that's all for the day. I just want to introduce if else block. Right. Tomorrow we will do a lot of problems. Some problems are going to be mind blowing. Not problems, actual problems. There are statements. Don't ever skip tomorrow's class. It will be very